A sada je s nama jedan Franjevac, isto svećenik, dakle Franjevac, neću reći još ime. Ovo je zanimljivo, skroz kombinacija, skroz zanimljiva. Dakle, rođen u Australiji, Sidney, hrvatskog porijekla. Sad je na službi u Briselu, u Belgiji. A doveo je mlade iz Belgije i Francuske. Pa što on to radi? Čime se on to bavi? Što on s mladima tim radi? Evo, želimo saznati od njega. Brother Jack Mardešić.
Peace and good.
Mir je dobro.
My brothers and sisters, I am very, very honored and happy to be here. I thank the Franciscans, the bishop, and all of Medjugorje for inviting us and welcoming us here.
Jako sam sretan što mogu biti ovdje i zahvaljujem biskupu i svim fratnjima i cijelom Međugorju što možemo biti ovdje.
I would also like to say thank you to Aaron. You know that Moses, when he went to go speak to the Pharaoh, he had a translator beside him. And today my translator is Lydia. Thank you, Lydia.
Zahvaljujem i Aronu, jer znate kad je Mojsije išao faraonu, on je imao uza se prevoditelja. Eto tako i ja imam prevoditelja.
And I would like to say hello to all of the cameramen and all of the translators who are going to have fun following me.
Želim pozdraviti sve kameramane i sve prevoditelje koji će se dobro zabaviti kad me pokušavaju pratiti.
And so I often give my testimony, but today I'm going to give my testimony in a very, very different way, like I've never done it before. You guys are very, very blessed.
Ja vrlo često dajem svoje svjedočanstvo, ali danas ću ga dati na poseban način kao što ga nikad nisam radio, tako da vi imate posebni blagoslov.
I'm going to start from the end and then make my way to the beginning.
Počet ću od kraja i vraćat ću se prema početku.
One small piece of information which is very important. I became a true believer, a true disciple of Jesus in 2001 when I was 21 years of age.
Jedna važna informacija. Ja sam postao pravi vjernik. Doista sam povjerovao u Isusa 2001. kad sam imao 21 godinu.
So that's now we are in 2019, so 18 years now I am a disciple of Jesus, a believer in God, and I gave my entire existence to He who created me and who loves me.
Dakle, to je sada 18 godina od kad sam postao pravi vjernik, pravi učenik Isusov i predao svoj život onome koji me je stvorio i koji me ljubi.
And during these years of searching the face of God, trying to do His will, trying to understand this mysterious God, I was sometimes disappointed.
I tijekom svih ovih godina dok sam tražio Božje lice, dok sam pokušavao biti njegov pravi učenik, bilo je trenutaka kad sam bio razočaran.
I don't know if you have sometimes or at times been disappointed by God. If you had the feeling that God has not heard you, He does not want to hear you, or that He is sleeping or far away.
Ne znam jeste li vi imali to iskustvo da vas je Bog razočarao, da imate osjećaj da vas ne čuje, da vas ne želi čuti, da spava ili da je negdje daleko.
I have gone through that many times, especially 2 times in my life, in 2 moments, two very particular moments, God disappointed me.
Ja sam to prošao nekoliko puta, a postoje dva posebne trenutka kad me Bog doista razočarao.
I am a Franciscan friar. I pray every day. I read the Bible. I go to Mass. I gave my life to Him, and yet this God disappointed me.
Ja sam franjevački fratar. Dao sam svoj život njemu. Svaki dan molim, čitam Bibliju i on me ipak razočarao.
In 2007, my younger sister, Kathy, passed away from cancer.
2007. moja mlađa sestra Kathy umrla je od raka.
God knows how much we prayed for her healing.
Bog zna koliko smo molili za njezino ozdravljenje.
How many rosaries we prayed, how many blessings we received, how much we implored heaven that she lived.
Koliko smo krunica izmolili, koliko smo blagoslova poslali, koliko smo ga preklinjali da ona ostane živa.
But God chose to take her despite our desires.
A Bog je odlučio da ju uzme usprkos našim željama.
Lord, may your will be done.
Gospodine, neka bude volja tvoja.
And so we continue to pray and to believe and go to Mass and we continue to search for the face of God even when things don't go as we desire.
I tako mi i dalje vjerujemo, idemo na misu i molimo i onda kad stvari ne idu onako kako mi hoćemo.
And so you who are in a difficult situation right now, you who feel that God has not heard you and you feel like letting go of everything, don't give up. Keep going forward, keep trusting, keep believing.
Vi kojima je sada teško, vi koji mislite da vas Bog ne čuje i ne radi ono što želite, nastavite imati povjerenja, molite i vjerujte.
God disappointed me a second time.
Bog me razočarao još jednom.
My parents had a very difficult time being together.
Moji roditelji su bilo im je jako teško ostati zajedno, biti zajedno.
They had a true marriage, a real marriage. They loved one another when they got married.
Oni su se stvarno vjenčali iz ljubavi, stvarno su se voljeli kad su se vjenčali.
But unfortunately, with time, communication became difficult, and in my household, I saw many fights, much screaming, and much destruction in my own household.
S vremenom je odnos postao težak i doživljavao sam kod kuće sukobe, puno vikanja, deranja i atmosfera u kući je postala teška.
As a child, I prayed for my parents. As a teenager, I prayed for my parents. As a friar and as a man, I prayed for my parents.
Kao dijete molio sam za roditelje, kao tinejdžer molio sam za roditelje, kao fratar i sada kao odrastao čovjek molio sam za svoje roditelje.
And with the death of my sister, their relationship went from bad to worse.
A kad je moja sestra umrla, njihov odnos je išao od zla na gore.
And despite my prayers, despite the prayers of my mother and my father, 5 years ago, my parents, after over 30 years of marriage, separated.
I iako sam ja molio, iako je tata molio, mama je molila, prije 5-6 godina, nakon 30 godina braka, oni su se rastali.
So what kind of a God do we follow?
I sad kakvog mi to Boga slijedimo?
You pray, and things go from bad to worse.
Moliš, a stvari idu od zla na gore.
So what to do?
I šta da se radi?
So you pray, and you hope, and you believe, and you keep going forward.
I moliš, i vjeruješ, i nadaš se, i ideš naprijed.
I would like to share a great joy with you all.
Sa svima vama želio bih podijeliti jednu veliku radost.
2 days ago, I saw my parents together for the first time in over 5 years.
Prije 2 dana vidio sam svoje roditelje zajedno prvi puta nakon više od 5 godina.
Give me one moment.
Dajte mi trenutak.
And so what happened? Let me tell you how this miracle happened. God works miracles. Our God is with us. Our God is for us. And our God hears our prayer.
E sad kako da ovo prevedem? Šta se dogodilo? Bog čini čuda. Naš Bog čini čuda.
Naš Bog čini. I sluša, i čuje. No, naš Bog čuje. Our God hears our cries and our prayers.
Čuje naše suze i naše molitve i naše vapaje.
So 4 months ago, my mom goes to the graveside to place flowers at the tomb of my younger sister.
Prije 4 mjeseca mama ode na grob da stavi cvijeće na grob moje mlađe sestre.
Before that day, my mother did not speak to my father since their separation.
Prije toga dana mama i tata nisu razgovarali od dana kad su se razišli.
And so and behold, at the tombs, at the graveside of my sister, there is also my father.
I eto, toga dana na grobu moje sestre, eto i mog tate.
My mom and my dad meet at the graveside of my younger sister.
Našli su se na grobu moje najmlađe sestre.
The rest of the story you guys know.
Vidite ostatak priče, vidjeli ste.
So my brothers and sisters, pray, hope, trust, and God will not disappoint you. Our God never lets us down.
I zato, braćo i sestre, molite, ufajte se, nadajte se i vjerujte da vas Bog neće nikad razočarati. On nije takav, on ne razočarava.
There is a song that we are going to learn at the end of my talk, which goes, "You're never gonna let me down. You're never gonna let you down. You're never gonna let You're never gonna let me down. 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 Good. Whoa, yes, you are good. Good. Whoa. So how did I get to be what I am today? How did I get to be a brother, a Franciscan friar?
Sad, kako je došlo do toga da sam ja to što sam danas? Kako sam postao fratar?
So you've already met my parents. who gave life to me. Both my mum and my dad come from Croatia. They come from Dalmacija, dal Korčula e da Visa.
Moje roditelje ste vidjeli, oni dolaze iz Dalmacije, s Korčule.
Braće i sestro, mir i dobro. And so I was born and raised in Australia. My background is Croatian. I lived 5 years in Rome, in Italy. My brothers and sisters from Italy, pace e bene.
Dakle, rođen sam u Australiji, 5 godina sam živio u Australiji, u Italiji. Pozdrav braće i sestrama.
Today I live in Brussels, in Belgium. To my brothers and sisters who speak French and my Belgian brothers and sisters, que Dieu vous donne sa paix.
Sada živim u Belgiji, pozdravljam braćo i sestre iz Belgije, neka vam Bog poda svoj mir.
You can see, I've been around the whole world. I belong to many, many people, but I am above all a child of God and a citizen of heaven.
Dakle, bio sam posvuda, pripadam mnogima, a ja sam prije svega dijete Božje i građanin neba.
And you also, before being your nationality or being your profession or being a member of your family, you are a child of God.
Prije nego što ste pripadnik svojega naroda, svoje profesije i svoje obitelji, vi ste Božje dijete.
You are a citizen of heaven. You belong to God.
Vi ste građani neba, vi pripadate Bogu.
He is your God and you are his people.
On je vaš Bog i vi ste njegov narod.
This is before being French, Italian, Australian, Croatian, Serb, Chinese, Vietnamese or whatever other nationality.
I to prije nego što ste Hrvat ili Australac ili Belgijanac ili Srbin ili Austrijanac ili ne znam više koje sve zemlje nabrojio.
We have one God, one Father, one Spirit, one Lord, and in him we live and we move.
Imamo jednog Boga, Oca, Duha i u njemu živimo i u njemu jesmo.
Let us build our life in him and on him and let us love one another way beyond our social or religious or ethnic differences.
Tako da gradimo svoj život u njemu i na njemu i nadiđemo sve svoje etničke ili vjerske razlike.
So as I was saying, I was born and raised in Australia. I had one younger sister, I have an older sister, so we are 3 children.
Dakle, rekao sam da sam rođen i odrastao u Australiji, hrvatskog podrijetla. Imam jednu mlađu, jednu stariju sestru, nas je dakle 3.
My parents, I bless my parents because they spoke to me about God.
Blagoslivljam svoje roditelje što su mi govorili o Bogu.
Because they taught me the sign of the cross.
Naučili su me znak križa.
They taught me that God is love.
Naučili su me da je Bog ljubav.
Before my mother would send me to school, she would say to me, Jack, give your hand to God and go together with God to school.
Kad me slala u školu, mama mi je rekla, Jack, daj ruku Bogu i s Bogom idi u školu.
Parents, grandparents, and you young people who will one day become parents, share your faith with your children, with your nieces, with your nephews, and with the children of others.
Vi roditelji, bake i djedovi, vi koji ste sada ovdje, koji će postati roditelji, dijelite svoju vjeru sa svojom djecom, s drugom djecom, s nećacima.
Ask them to give their hand to God so that God may lead them.
Kažite im neka daju svoju ruku Bogu da ih Bog može voditi.
Because we live in very, very difficult times.
Jer živimo u jako, jako teškim vremenima.
God is being attacked, cursed, blasphemed, and unbelief is wreaking havoc in our families and in our society.
Boga proklinju, zlostavljaju i takvo stanje se širi u našem društvu i u našim obiteljima.
Without God, we are dead.
Bez Boga mi smo mrtvi.
Without God, life is unbearable and senseless.
Bez Boga život je nepodnošljiv i besmislen.
Let us share what we have been given with others.
Ono što smo primili dijelimo s drugima.
In fact, there is There is a story in the Bible where Jesus he says, I am standing at the door and I knock. If anybody opens the door to me, I will enter and eat with him and he with me.
U Bibliji postoji jedna priča koja kaže, ja stojim na vratima i kucam. Ako neko čuje i otvori vrata, ja ću ući i ja ću jesti s njim i on sa mnom.
Jesus is knocking at the door.
Isus kuca na vrata.
However, in our time, in these days which are ours, Jesus is not standing outside of the door. He's standing on the inside of the church and he's knocking.
Ali u našim vremenima Isus ne stoji pred vratima, on stoji unutra, on je u crkvi i kuca.
And he's knocking on the doors and the hearts of Christians saying, let me out, I can't breathe, I am suffocating.
I on kuca na vrata i srca kršćana i kaže, pustite me van, ne mogu disat, davim se, gušim se.
Please give me some air.
Molim vas, dajte mi malo zraka.
Let us let Jesus out into the world. Let us release his power and his energy which is within us so that this world can become once again a kingdom of God.
So pustimo Boga koji je u nama, koji ne može disati, neka izađe van tako da ovaj svijet opet postane Božji svijet.
Brothers and sisters, be missionary, be evangelizers, be men and women of God, be holy.
Braćo i sestre, budite misionari, budite evangelizatori, budite oni koji puštaju Boga van, budite sveti.
And so my mum and my dad, they gave me the faith. I was brought up with this, with the sense of God, with the perception of God. I knew that all of this world in which we live, the mountains, the sea, the skies, the heavens, the beauty of creation did not come from nowhere. It's not by chance. There has to be some higher power who made all of this.
Dakle, roditelji su mi dali vjeru i ja sam odrastao s tim osjećajem, s tom sviješću da Bog postoji i da sve ovo i nebo i zemlja i sva stvorenja nisu došli ni otkud, nego da ih je netko stvorio.
So as I was saying, the world in which we live is hostile to God, but my heart is also hostile to God.
Dakle, rekao sam, ovaj svijet u kojem živimo neprijateljski je nastrojen prema Bogu, ali i moje srce je neprijateljski nastrojeno prema Bogu.
Growing up, I was a very shy child. I was timid.
Kad sam rastao, bio sam sramežljivo dijete, bio sam stidljiv.
I was not a violent man. I did not like to get into fights.
Nisam bio nasilan čovjek, nisam se volio svađati i boriti.
However, I was a great liar.
Ali sam bio veliki lažljivac.
And I was a great stealer also.
I bio sam veliki lopov.
Growing up in school and in high school, my life became somewhat difficult. I'm going to speak to the young people here. I know how difficult it is to grow up.
U srednjoj školi život mi je nekako postao težak. Govorim svima vama koji ste tu.
I know how difficult it is to love yourself, to love the body that God gave you, to love you.
Znam da i vi imate te poteškoće da ljubite sami sebe, da volite tijelo koje vam je Bog dao, da volite sebe.
I did not love myself. I did not like myself. When I would look at myself in the mirror, I would despise myself.
Ja sebe nisam volio, nisam se sebi sviđao. Kad sam se gledao u ogledalu, ja sam samoga sebe prezirao.
I would say horrible things about myself to myself.
Govorio sam grozne stvari o sebi, samome sebi.
How cruel we can be to our own selves.
Kako možemo biti okrutni prema samima sebi?
Jack, you're ugly.
Jack, ti si ružan.
Jack, you're uncapable.
Jack, ti si nesposoban.
You're nothing.
Ti si ništa.
You're not like the others.
Nisi kao drugi.
I don't want to be here.
Ja ne želim biti ja.
I don't want to be me. Why did you make me as I am, God? God, why did you make me this?
Ja ne želim biti ja. Zašto si me stvorio, zašto si me učinio ovakvim?
This is very, very difficult to accept and to embrace without the love of God. Without the love of God, we are enemies to our own selves.
Bez Božje ljubavi teško nam je da sami sebe prihvatimo. Mi postajemo sami sebi neprijatelji.
My counsel to you young people and to you old people, stop saying horrible things about yourself.
Vama, moj savjet vama mladima i svima drugima, prestanite govoriti ružne stvari o samima sebi.
Stop looking at yourself with the eyes of the world and allow God to look at you with his own eyes.
Prestanite sebe gledati očima svijeta, dopustite Bogu da vas gleda kroz vaše oči.
And God's love will heal you, God's love will transform you, God's love will make you a gift to others.
I Božja će vas ljubav izliječiti, preobraziti i učiniti od vas dar drugima.
Growing up, I wanted people to love me.
Kad sam rastao, htio sam da me ljudi vole.
I suffered great solitude.
Trpio sam veliku samoću.
There were beautiful young girls in my school who I was attracted to, but those girls did not want me.
Bilo je prekrasnih djevojaka u mojoj školi koje sam ja želio, koji su mi se svidjeli, ali one mene nisu htjele.
How difficult it is to be happy when people don't recognize you, don't look at you and don't love you, and when you yourself don't even love you.
Kako je teško biti sretan kad te ljudi ne gledaju, ne prepoznaju, ne vole i kad sam sebe ne voliš.
But God is with you and God loves you, and this is a truth which we should never, ever renounce or forget.
Ali Bog je s tobom, Bog te voli i to je istina koju ne smijemo nikada zaboraviti niti odbiti.
My brothers and sisters, build your life upon the love of God who is with you and allow him to look at you and to love you as you are.
Braćo i sestre, gradite život na Bogu koji je s vama i dopustite mu da vas gleda kakvi jeste.
I'm going to propose to you a gesture.
Sad ću vam predložiti jednu gestu.
You're going to take yourself in your own arms and you're going to hug yourself.
Sad ćete sami sebe zagrliti i sami ćete se sebi svidjeti, voljet ćete sebe.
And you are going to say, my Lord and my God, I thank you for the wonderful creation that I am.
I reći ćete, moj Gospodine i Bože, zahvaljujem ti za čudesno stvorenje koje jesam.
I thank you for having created me and I want to be me.
Hvala ti što si me stvorio i ja želim biti ja.
I don't want to be anybody else other than me. I want to be me in you.
Ne želim biti nitko drugi nego ja. Želim biti ja u tebi.
And I ask you, my Lord and my God, to be you in me.
I molim tebe, Bože i Gospodine, da budeš ti u meni.
In the name of Jesus.
U Isusovo ime.
Amen.
Amen.
And so as you are slowly coming to understand, my brothers and sisters, I was shy. I did not love myself. I was bad in my own skin.
Dakle, kao što ste shvatili, bio sam stidljiv, nisam sebe volio i nisam se dobro osjećao u svojoj koži.
At school where I grew up, I got into a fight with some other boys who were bigger, stronger than I, and they made my time at school a living hell.
U školi sam ušao u sukob s nekim mladićima koji su bili jači od mene i oni su od mojeg života napravili pravi pakao.
And so I stopped going to school.
I onda sam prestao ići u školu.
And so instead of going to school, I would spend my days wandering the city, playing video games or playing sport with my friends.
I umjesto da idem u školu, ja sam hodao gradom, igrao video igrice ili se bavio sportom zajedno s prijateljima.
Mom, come here. I remember one day I skipped school. Okay, I wasn't at school, and there was one day I was crossing a pedestrian crossing.
Jedan dan nisam išao u školu i idem preko pješačkog prijelaza.
And so the car which stopped to allow me to cross the street was the car of mine.
I stane auto da me pusti da prođem, čiji je to auto? Mamin.
That was one of the best memories of my life when my mum caught me skipping school because she allowed me to cross the street.
To mi je jedna od ljepših uspomena u životu, kad me mama pustila da pređem preko ceste, a ja bježao iz škole.
And so when I came home, I had a shoe thrown at me.
I kad sam došao u kuću, na mene je bacila cipelu.
Oh, goodness me. Oh, goodness, growing up we do many, many funny things, but we laugh. I'm certain that God, when he sees us do certain things, that he too laughs.
Kad rastemo, svašta radimo, ali poslije se tome možemo smijati i ja vjerujem kad nas Bog gleda, onda se i on smije.
And so my high school years were a disaster. I failed horribly. I failed all of my exams.
Srednja škola je bila katastrofa. Užasno sam promašio sve. Na svim sam predmetima propao.
So, I failed high school. I'm uncertain about unsure of my own self. And then there is this great question which would torment me, which I didn't even know what was in me, which is of great, great importance.
Dakle, propadam u školi, nesiguran sam u sebe, a u meni gori to jedno pitanje koje je strahovito važno.
What am I going to do with my life?
Šta ću sa svojim životom?
What am I going to do with my life?
Šta ću sa svojim životom?
So people would ask me, Jack, what do you want to do?
Sad ljudi me pitaju, Jack, šta ćeš raditi?
I don't know. I don't know who I am. I don't know what are my gifts. I don't have any school results so as to be able to choose something in a university. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life.
Ne znam što ću, ne znam tko sam, ne znam koji su moji darovi. U školi nemam nikakve rezultate da bih mogao ići na sveučilište. Ne znam što bih sa svojim životom.
And so what do you do when you don't know what to do? You have fun. You distract yourself.
Kad ne znaš šta bi, onda se zabavljaš. Rastrešaš se.
Especially when you're young and your friends go out to nightclubs and to bars and they go out having fun on the sandy beaches of Australia. I did the same thing. I followed them because I did not know what to do with my life.
E sad, posebno kad ne znaš šta bi i ko si, onda radiš što i rade tvoji prijatelji. Idu u barove, u klubove. Mi u Australiji imamo one pješčane plaže i to sam ja to radio jer nisam znao šta bi sa svojim životom.
Sad ćemo se pomoliti. Evo, Jack kaže ne zna što bi radio. Kad ne znamo što bismo radili, pomolimo se. Evo i mi ćemo se pomoliti. Anđeo Gospodnji navijestio Mariji.
I ona je začela po Duhu Svetom.
Zdravo Marijo, milosti puna, Gospodin s tobom, blagoslovljena ti među ženama i blagoslovljen plod utrobe tvoje, Isus.
Sveta Marijo, Majko Božja, moli za nas griješnike, sada i na času smrti naše. Amen.
Evo službenice Gospodnje.
Neka mi bude po riječi tvojoj.
Zdravo Marijo, milosti puna, Gospodin s tobom, blagoslovljena ti među ženama i blagoslovljen plod utrobe tvoje, Isus.
Sveta Marijo, Majko Božja, moli za nas griješnike, sada i na času smrti naše. Amen.
I riječ je tijelom postala
i prebivala među nama.
Zdravo Marijo, milosti puna, Gospodin s tobom, blagoslovljena ti među ženama i blagoslovljen plod utrobe tvoje, Isus.
Sveta Marijo, Majko Božja, moli za nas griješnike, sada i na času smrti naše. Amen.
Moli za nas, Sveta Bogorodice,
da dostojni postanemo obećanja Kristovih.
Pomolimo se. Milost svoju molimo te, Gospodine,
ulij u duše naše, da mi koji smo po anđelovu navještenju spoznali utjelovljenje Krista, Sina Tvoga, po muci njegovoj i križu, slavi uskrsnuća, privedeni budemo
po Kristu
Gospodinu našemu.
Slava Otcu i Sinu i Duhu Svetom.
Kako bijaše na početku, tako i sada i vazda i u vijeke vjekova.
Slava Otcu i Sinu i Duhu Svetom.
Kako bijaše na početku, tako i sada i vazda i u vijeke vjekova. Amen.
Slava Otcu i Sinu i Duhu Svetom.
kako bijaše na početku, tako i sada i vas, da i u vijeke vjekova. Amen.
Za naše pokojne pokoj vječni daruj im, Gospodine.
I svjetlost vječna svijetlila im.
Počivalo miru Božjem.
Amen.
U ime Otca i Sina i Duha Svetoga.
Amen.
A sada dvije mogućnosti imate. Dvije mogućnosti. Izaberite. Vi izaberite. Jedna mogućnost je da više ne slušamo Jacka, dakle da prestane on govoriti. I druga mogućnost je da on još malo nastavi. Prva ili druga? Druga, dobro, Jack. Nastavi, želimo te slušati. Hvala ti.
Are you ready, Aaron?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. And so I failed high school. I started to skip school. I didn't know what to do with my life. And so I started having fun and I started to distract myself. And so when you start having fun and distracting yourself, what do? You drink and you smoke and you start taking drugs.
Dakle, nakon onog što sam vam rekao, kad ne znaš šta bi sa sobom, šta radiš, piješ i drogiraš se.
Other people like to play video games, go spend all their time on internet, go to prostitutes, or watch films without end. We always try to seek an escape.
Ili igraš video igrice, gledaš filmove, ideš prostitutkama, uvijek nalazimo nekakav izlaz.
We try to escape our life. I try to run away from me. How many times do you run away from you and from where you are? You run away from your school, from your family, from your work, from you yourself.
Bježimo od sebe, bježimo od svoga života. Koliko puta vi bježite od sebe, od svoje škole, od svojega života,
Okay. And so my problems increased once I started taking drugs.
Problemi su porasli kad sam počeo uzimati drogu.
Because I loved taking drugs.
Jer volio sam uzimati droge.
I had a great time.
Super sam se zabavljao.
I found an escape in drugs. With drugs and music together, I was able to leave this world and be in a very, very happy place where I was free and in ecstasy.
I to našao sam bijeg, pobjegao sam u drogama i u glazbi, bio sam jako high i bilo mi je super, bio sam u ekstazi.
So things were great Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday.
Četvrtak, petak, subota, nedjelja.
And then Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, I was very, very, very down.
4 dana sam bio high, a onda ponedjeljak, utorak, srijeda, down.
The pleasures which the world give us are instantaneous, but the day after you feel like crap.
Užici koje nam svijet daje su trenutačni, a sutradan se osjećaš kao jad i bijeda.
So that was my life. It was escaping through drugs and then having to deal with the come down, which was horrible, because then I felt depressed and I hated myself 10 times more than before.
I to je bio moj život. Bijeg kroz drogu i onda pad kad mi je bilo puno gore nego ikad.
And when you take drugs, you lie. You are false. You are insincere.
Kad uzimaš drogu, ti lažeš, ti si lažan, ti si neiskren.
You live a double life.
Živiš dvostruki
You
život.
show one face to people and another face when you are at home.
Jedno lice pokazuješ ljudima, a drugo lice kad si kod kuće.
How many times are we tempted to live a double life?
Koliko puta smo u napasti da živimo dvostruki život.
When we are outside of home, we are adulterous, we steal, we lie, we escape. And once I come back home to my wife or to my family, or to when I'm before my boss, I present myself as a good and just man.
Jedno lice je kada varamo, lažemo, bježimo od svega i onda dođemo na posao ili ženi ili svom gazdi i pravimo se pošteni i ispravni ljudi.
God calls you to a righteous life. Be who you are. Stop living a double life.
Bog te poziva na pravilan život, prestani živjeti dvostruki život, budi ono što jesi.
My sister was dying with cancer,
Moja sestra je umirala od raka,
and I was out taking drugs.
a ja sam bio vani i uzimao drogu.
My place was with my sister and my family, and I was taking drugs.
Mjesto mi je bilo uz moju sestru i obitelj, a ja sam bio vani i uzimao drogu.
God asks you today, where is your place?
Bog te danas pita, gdje je tvoje mjesto?
God is inviting you to go to your place.
Bog te poziva da ideš na svoje mjesto.
Stop lying, stop running away, and go to where you are meant to be.
Prestani lagati, prestani bježati, idi tamo gdje trebaš biti.
On the 30th of August in 2001, I had an experience which changed my life.
30.8.2001. doživio sam nešto što mi je promijenilo život.
God brought me home.
Bog me vratio kući.
God brought me into the truth of my own self.
Vratio me istini mojega ja.
God revealed his love to me, and he made me know that he loves me and that he is my father.
Objavio mi svoju ljubav, pokazao mi je da me ljubi i da je on moj otac.
I was with my parents at table,
Bio sam s roditeljima za stolom
and we were talking about the situation in the world, and that picture of things made me, and the picture of the reality. I'm explaining myself very, very badly. Don't translate that, Lydia. So I was at table with mum and dad, and we were talking about the world and the situation in the world.
Sjedio sam za stolom s tatom i mamom i razgovarali smo o svijetu i o situaciji u svijetu.
And we spoke about a world which was divided, which was falling into pieces.
I razgovarali smo o tom svijetu koji je podijeljen, koji se raspada na komade.
Where nation was fighting against nation. The Croatians against the Serbians, brothers and sisters against one another, husband and wife against one another, father and children against one another.
U svijetu u kojem Hrvati i Srbi se bore jedni protiv drugih, narodi se bore jedni protiv drugih, roditelji protiv djece.
I saw a world which was falling into pieces.
Vidio sam svijet koji se raspada na komade.
A world in which I was going to be all alone.
Svijet u kojem ću ja biti posve sam.
And if we ourselves are not united with one another, that we too will be all alone.
I ako mi nismo sjedinjeni jedni s drugima, i mi ćemo biti posve sami.
And so I left the kitchen table and I went into my room and I continued to think about what mum, dad and I was talking about.
I digao sam se od stola u kuhinji, otišao sam u svoju sobu i počeo razmišljati o tome što smo razgovarali, roditelji i ja.
And so I asked myself a question.
I pitao sam se,
who is with me? If we must stay together and be united, who is with me?
ako moramo ostati zajedno i biti sjedinjeni, pa tko je sa mnom?
And so for the first time in my life, I looked at myself and I saw that I was pushing the people that I love away from me.
I prvi puta sam pogledao u sebe i shvatio da ljude koje volim guram od sebe.
That I was a cancer.
Ja sam karcinom, ja sam rak.
That I was a source of evil and division.
Da sam izvor zla i razdora.
And when that truth hit me, I fell on my knees and I cried and I cried and I cried.
I kad sam spoznao tu istinu, kad me to pogodilo, pao sam na koljena i plakao.
And crying from the depths of my heart, I asked God to forgive me.
I plačući iz dubine duše i srca molio sam Boga da mi oprosti.
And my God, He forgave me.
I moj Bog mi je oprostio.
My God showed me that He loves me and that He always loved me and that He's with me.
Moj Bog mi je pokazao da me ljubi, da me je uvijek ljubio i da je sa mnom.
God loves you.
Bog te ljubi.
He is your Father and He is with you.
On je tvoj otac i on je s tobom.
He has never abandoned you.
Nikad te nije
He
napustio.
has never forgotten you.
Nikad te nije zaboravio.
If a mother would forget her child, God would never forget you.
Ako je majka zaboravi svoje dijete, Bog te nikad ne zaboravlja.
Because God is good.
Zato jer je Bog dobar.
He is so, so good.
On je tako, tako dobar.
And so I picked myself up from the ground.
I onda sam ustao sa zemlje.
There was an inner impulse in me pushing me to change my life.
Imao sam u sebi unutarnji poticaj koji me tjerao da promijenim život.
I knew that I could not live as I was living, that I needed to change.
Znao sam da ne mogu nastaviti živjeti kao prije, da se moram promijeniti.
So I stood up, I took the keys, I took my car keys, and I went immediately to go to find my friends who lived in the center of Sydney.
I uzeo sam ključeve od automobila i otišao sam svojim prijateljima koji su živjeli u centru Sidneja.
All along the way, God revealed His love, His closeness, and His projects to me.
I dok sam tako vozio, Bog mi je objavljivao svoju ljubav, svoje planove.
Everything which they said to me about God was true.
Sve što su mi govorili o Bogu bilo je istinito.
My cheeks were so sore because of the joy of having found the treasure hidden in the field.
Obrazi su mi gorjeli od radosti što sam našao blago skriveno u polju.
So I arrived at the apartment where some of my friends were gathered.
Došao sam u stan gdje su se bili okupili neki moji prijatelji.
And I said to I walked into their apartment. My eyes were bloodshot red because I cried from joy. I cried from having found the God who was always with me.
Ušao sam u stan, oči su me bile crvene od plaća, od suza, od sreće, što sam našao tog Boga koji je uvijek bio sa mnom.
And when my friends saw me, they said, "Oh my God, Jack, what happened to you? Are you okay?"
Kad su me prijatelji vidjeli, pitali su Jack, šta ti je, jel si okej?
They thought I took one drug too many.
Mislili su da sam uzeo malo prejaku dozu droge.
And so I said to my friends, I'm out. I'm stopping. I've had enough.
Rekao sam prijateljima, ja odlazim, ja sam out, prestajem, dosta mi je bilo.
I hugged my friends.
Zagrlio sam ih.
I kissed the wall of the apartment.
Poljubio sam zidove stana.
Because in that apartment I had great times. I had so much fun in that apartment.
Jer mi je bilo super u tom stanu, toliko sam se dobro zabavljao tamo.
But I needed to stop.
Ali morao sam prestati.
And what do you need to stop doing, my brothers and sisters?
Što vi morate učiniti, braćo i sestro, da biste prestali?
You can say bye, you can hug it and kiss it, and then with God you can cut the cord.
Svemu tome recite bye bye, zagrlite ih, poljubite ih i s Bogom prerežite tu pupčanu vrpcu.
After having cut the relationship with my friends, I went to another friend's home.
Nakon što sam prekinuo odnose s tim prijateljima, otišao sam u kuću drugih prijatelja.
That group of friends, they were good men.
Ta grupa prijatelja su bili dobri ljudi.
So that I lied to my friends. I stole from those friends.
Ja sam njima lagao, njima sam krao.
And so I needed to go and ask them for forgiveness.
I morao sam ih otići zamoliti za oproštenje.
And so I entered into my friend's home, and I asked the three of them to forgive me for everything which I had done to them.
Ušao sam u njihovu kuću, tamo su bila trojica, molio sam ih da mi oproste za sve što sam im ikada učinio.
And my friends forgave me and they hugged me.
I prijatelji su mi oprostili i zagrlili su me.
Who do you need to forgive?
Kome ti trebaš oprostiti?
Who do you need to ask forgiveness from?
Od koga ti trebaš tražiti oproštenje?
With the help of God, ask for forgiveness and give forgiveness.
S Božjom pomoću traži oproštenje i oprosti.
And so I left the house, the home of my friend, and I made my way to my cousin's place.
I otišao sam iz kuće tih prijatelja i otišao sam kod svog rođaka.
So all of this takes place on the 30th of August 2001.
Sve se to događa 30.8.2001.
Driving to my cousin's home,
Vozeći prema kući rođaka,
driving to her home because my cousin, she's a hairdresser, and I felt that God wanted me to shave my hair.
tu je bila sestrična žena i ona je bila po zanimanju frizerka i ja sam osjetio da Bog želi da se ošišam.
I used to be blonde. I used to dye my hair.
Bio sam plavokos, farbao sam kosu.
And I knew that God was asking me to shave my hair and to stop desiring to be somebody else.
I znao sam da Bog hoće da se obrijem, da obrijem svu tu kosu i da prestanem htjeti biti tko nisam.
God wanted me to accept me and to love me who I am without trying to change my appearance.
Bog je htio da sebe prihvatim i da sebe ljubim ne mijenjajući svoj izgled.
God reconciles us with himself. God reconciles us with one another. God reconciles us with ourselves.
Bog nas pomiruje sa samim sobom, jedni s drugima i mi, Bog s njim i jedni s drugima i sa samim sobom.
So as I was on the way to my cousin's place, driving my father's ute,
Dok sam se vozio k svojoj sestrični, vozeći tatin auto,
I heard God speak to me.
čuo sam kako mi Bog govori.
And God said to me,
I rekao mi je,
Jack, I want you to be a brother.
Jack, ja hoću da ti budeš redovnik, brat.
His voice was not a deep voice like this saying, Jack, I want you to be a brother.
Dakle, njegov glas nije bio takav duboki nekakav glas koji bi rekao, Jack, ja hoću da ti budeš brat.
His voice was my voice, but it did not come from me.
Njegov glas bio je moj glas, ali nije dolazio od mene.
God speaks to you, and he speaks to you with your own words.
Bog ti govori tvojim vlastitim riječima.
He's deeper, he's more present to you than you are to yourself.
On je prisutniji nego što si ti sam sebi prisutan.
His voice is that inner voice which is the voice of truth and who invites you and who calls you to what is good.
Njegov glas je taj unutarnji glas, glas istine koji te poziva da činiš ono što je dobro za tebe.
God does not say to you, you must.
Bog ne kaže moraš.
He says you can.
On kaže možeš.
Come.
Dođi.
Follow me.
Slijedi me. Pođi za mnom.
So God said to me, Jack, I want you to be a brother.
I tako mi je Bog rekao, Jack, ja hoću da ti budeš brat.
Never in my life did I dream about becoming a brother.
Nikad u životu nisam sanjao o tome da postanem redovnik, brat.
Never did I dream about becoming a priest.
Nikad nisam sanjao o tome da postanem svećenik.
Once only my mother suggested to me, Jack, did you ever think about becoming a priest?
Jedan jedini puta mi je mama rekla, Jack, jesi li ikad pomišljao da bi mogao biti svećenik?
And so there I was with my blonde hair and with my piercings, and I said, Ma, look at me.
A moja plava kosa i piercing, ja sam rekao, mama, pa daj, vidi me.
So never in my life did I dream about becoming a priest or a brother.
Nikad u životu nisam pomišljao da bi mogao biti svećenik ili redovnik.
And so when God surprised me and he said to me, Jack, I want you to be a brother.
I kad me Bog iznenadio i kad mi je rekao da hoće da ja budem brat,
I said,
ja sam rekao, to.
I said, the Blessed Virgin Mary said, Behold, I am the servant of the Lord, may be done according to your word.
Ja sam duboko uzdahnuo, a blažena djevica Marija je rekla, evo službenice Gospodnje, neka mi bude po tvojoj riječi.
And I said,
A ja sam rekao,
And then I said, okay.
A onda sam rekao, ok,
I'm gonna be a brother, I'm gonna be a brother, I'm gonna be a brother.
Biću brat, biću brat, biću
I'm
brat.
gonna be a brother.
Biću brat, biću brat, biću brat.
I am a brother, I am a brother, I am a brother.
Ja sam brat, ja sam brat, ja sam brat.
Oh, God is good.
Bog je dobar.
God is very, 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 very good.
Bog je jako, jako, jako dobar.
Oh goodness! And so I'm at the end of this, at the end of my talk. You guys are wonderful. You're so patient.
Evo, ja sam pri kraju govora i kažem vam, vi ste divni, tako ste strpljivi.
It's so hot outside, and all of you who are there in the sun.
Van
May
je
God
tako
bless
vruće.
you.
Vi ste svi na suncu, Bog vas blagoslovio.
And so, but I had my conversion on Thursday, on a Thursday evening.
Imao sam obraćanje u četvrtak navečer.
I saw my dad. Dad, come here.
Tatu sam vidio, dođi tata.
I saw my dad. So I had my conversion on Thursday.
Tatu sam vidio u četvrtak.
So I come home. I see my dad for the first time after my conversion on Saturday.
Prvi put sam vidio tatu poslije obraćanja u subotu.
And so my father was sitting down at table.
Otac je sjedio za stolom.
And I entered into the kitchen with my hair shaved.
Ja sam ušao u kuhinju, obrijane glave.
And so my father, he sees me for the first time without that white hair which he hated.
Prvi put me vidio bez te bijele kose koju je mrzio.
And so my father, he said, when he saw me, he started to clap.
I kad me vidio, počeo je pljeskati.
Alright, clap. Alright, continue. And he says, finally, keep clapping.
I veli on, konačno.
And I said to my father, do you like it? Keep
Ja
clapping.
pitam njega, sviđa
And
ti
I
se?
go, but do you know what, Dad? Keep clapping. And he goes, Dad, I'm going to be a brother.
I ja mu kažem, tata, bit ću brat.
And then he stopped clapping.
A on je prestao pljeskati.
And so what he did, he didn't say a word.
Nije
He
rekao
went
ni
to the
riječi.
kitchen cupboard. He opened the cupboard.
Otišao je u kuhinju, u ormar,
He took
otvorio
the
ormar,
bottle of whiskey.
uzeo bocu viskija
And he said, he did 1,
i rekao je 1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
He didn't say a word to me.
Ništa nije rekao.
He went back. He went to sit on the sofa. He covered himself with a blanket and he turned the TV on.
Sjeo je na kauč, pokrio se pokrivačem i upalio televizor.
Okay, now, Mum, come here.
Sad mama.
Mum, come here. Okay, I'm having fun. I'm having a great time here.
Super se zabavljam ovdje.
And so
Krasno mi je.
my mum, when my
Mama.
mum saw the reaction of my father,
Kad je mama vidjela tatinu
how
reakciju,
he took that so badly, she went into the room,
Da je
and now,
to
Mum, with your finger,
tako loše primio,
she
otišla je u
started to
sobu
say to him, if your son was dead, you wouldn't even act in that way.
i onda mu je ovako prijetela prstom i rekla da ti je sin umro, ne bi se tako ponašao.
The truth.
Jel tako?
truth.
Tako je bilo.
Saturday.
Subota.
Sunday, my dad and we clashed for the first time.
U nedjelju smo se tata i ja prvi puta
For the
posvađali.
first time in my life, I opposed my father.
Prvi put u životu sam se suprotstavio
My father
tati.
did not want me to become a brother,
On nije htio da ja postanem brat
but
redovnik,
God called me, and there was nowhere in the world I was going to let go of God's call for my father.
ali Bog me je zvao, ja ni za što na svijetu ne bih se odrekao Božjeg poziva zbog tate.
And you, when God calls you, do not renounce your call for nobody.
Kad vas Bog zove, nemojte se tog poziva odreći ni za koga.
Jesus in first place.
Isus na prvom mjestu.
Jesus and Jesus alone.
Isus i samo Isus.
Let no power in heaven or on earth separate you from your God.
Neka vas nijedna snaga ni na nebu ni na zemlji ne odvoji od vašega Boga.
My father and my parents today, as you see, are very proud.
Moj tata, moji roditelji, kao što vidite, jako su ponosni danas.
When you follow God, God will give you everything.
Kad Boga slijedite, Bog će ti sve dati.
Seek first the kingdom of God and everything else will be given to you.
Tražite najprije kraljevstvo Božje i sve će vam se drugo nadodati.
My brothers and sisters, it's 12:30. It's time for us to finish, but I would like us to finish with a time of praying.
Braćo i sestre, evo 12:30 je vrijeme da završimo. Htio bih da završimo molitvom.
We already learned a song and we're going to sing it one more time.
Već smo zajedno naučili malo prije onu pjesmu, pa ćemo ju zajedno još jednom otpjevati.
So the words to this song are very, very simple.
Riječi su vrlo jednostavne.
You are good, whoa, oh.
You are good, wow, wow. Dobar si, wow, wow.
That's the first part.
To je prvi dio.
The second part is you're never gonna let me down.
Drugi dio je you're never gonna let me down. Nikad me nećeš pustiti. Nikad me nećeš razočarati.
You are good, good, good. You are good, good. Whoa. 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 And you are good, good. Whoa. You are good, good. Whoa.
Close your eyes.
You are good, good. Whoa. You are good.
You're good. Whoa, yes, you are. Brothers and sisters, put your hand on your heart. Your hand on your heart. Let us close our eyes. I ask you to close your eyes. Heavenly Father, you who are good, you are the source of all goodness.
Stavite ruku na srce i kažite, Bože, ti si izvor svake dobrote.
Come, O Holy Spirit, descend on your people gathered here.
Dođi, Duše sveti, siđi na tvoj narod koji se ovdje okupio.
Come, O Holy Spirit, set this world on fire.
Dođi, Duše sveti, i zapali ovaj svijet svojom vatrom.
Come, O Holy Spirit, heal our lives.
Dođi, Duše sveti, iscijeli naš život.
Jesus, heal our bodies.
Isuse, iscijeli naše tijelo.
Jesus, heal my body.
Isuse, iscijeli moje tijelo.
Jesus, I trust you.
Isuse, ja ti vjerujem.
Jesus,
Uzdam
I
se
believe
u te, vjerujem u te.
Jesus, I give myself to you.
Isuse, tebi se predajem,
Because you are good.
jer ti si dobar.
You are
are good, good. Whoa, you are good, good. Whoa, you are good, good. Whoa, you are good, good. Whoa.
Jesus, you're never gonna let me down.
Isuse, nikad me nećeš razočarati.
You are good,
Come, Holy Spirit.
good.
Come heal our divisions.
Dođi, Duše sveti, iscijeli nas od naših podjela.
Jesus, heal our hardness of heart.
Isuse, iscijeli naše srce.
Jesus, heal our unbelief.
Isuse, iscijeli nas od naše nevjere.
Jesus, call me, tell me where to go.
Isuse, zovi me, kaži mi kud da idem.
Jesus, I trust you.
Isuse, uzdam se u te.
Jesus, I believe in you.
Isuse, vjerujem u te.
Jesus calls you, say yes.
Isus te zove, reci da.
He's never gonna let you down.
Nikad te neće pustiti razočarati.
Never gonna let, you're never gonna let me
svi zajedno.
You're never gonna let me down. You're never gonna let me down. You're never gonna let me down.
Heal the nations, Jesus.
Isuse, iscijeli sve narode. Daj mir.
Mary, Mother of God, intercede for us. Awaken the faith in Europe, Jesus. Awaken the people, Jesus. Rise a new generation of prophets and apostles.
Isuse, podigni novi naraštaj
Give to us your Holy
proroka.
Spirit and we will be on fire, Jesus.
Daj nam svojeg duha svetoga, zapali svijet.
You are alive, Jesus.
Isuse, ti si život.
In you is our life, in you is our salvation.
U tebi je naš život, u tebi je naše spasenje.
Dobar tek, buon appetito, buon appetit.
Jack, hvala ti za ove mlade tvoje. Hvala ti, thank you, merci, grazie. Hvala ti za tvoje roditelje. Hvala ti, Jack. Hvala Gospi što te dovela ovamo. Hvala Gospi što te dovela ovamo.